Georgie here. I'm a circus artist with Payomet Performing Arts Center, and this is my Play Fit Tiny Tent tutorial. I'm coming at you from Louisville, Kentucky right now. Woo! And thank you for joining us today. So today's tutorial, Play Fit, is about working out on playgrounds. Growing up, not having access always to equipment, including aerial equipment, it was hard to find places to work out. So if you don't have access to that gym, or if you don't have access to that trapeze or those high bars, this might be the tutorial for you. I'm going to be walking you step by step through some of the exercises that I personally do in my own practice and when I go to playgrounds. Every playground is different, and so you'll have to modify based on your needs, your physical needs, and also based on the kind of playground that you have access to. So just take a look at some of these exercises, see if you can modify them and use them accordingly. And yeah, we're going to start out with a light jog to your playground or around your playground. Let's go! Okay, awesome. Now that we're all warmed up, let's find some bars. So find a monkey bar or a high bar. Hopefully you have one, and we're just going to hang off of it for a second, you know, kind of stretch a little bit through your lats, and then we're gonna let our spine hang long, maybe have our feet, if we're not fully hanging, out a little bit in front of us so it feels like we're sitting in a chair. And we're gonna do some shrugs. So in this, we're gonna make space between our ear and our shoulder, and we're gonna warm up our shoulders this way. When we do shrugs and aerials, we think a lot about wrapping our shoulders, so kind of our lats and muscles, surrounding muscles coming around and supporting from the side. This is also technically externally rotating. So let's do 10 of these. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out. Start by doing some pull-ups now that I've warmed up my shoulders. So I'm going to show you guys an abbreviated version of a pull-up in case you can't do a full pull-up yet, and that's okay. And if you can, then we're going to go ahead and do 6 pull-ups. So the abbreviated pull-up version is you're going to hang. This isn't quite even, but you're going to do your little shrug. You're going to point your elbows forward, do a little pull-up, and then unshrug. So shrug, pull up with elbows forward, unshrug. And my feet are pretty firmly on the ground, but that's just going to train us to, you know, have good form and technique. So we're going to do 5 pull-ups. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Alright everyone, while we're still on our bar, we're gonna do some leg lifts. So, you can either do leg lifts with your legs straight, that'll look like this, or you can do with your knees bent. Alright, we're gonna do 10. Let's go! Whew. Kind of alternated there between straight and bent legs, so whatever works for you. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to some legs. For these ones, I would find yourself a bench or a ledge, you know, that's slightly raised off the ground. So I don't know if you can see, here are some stairs here. So I'm just gonna prop my back leg up on these stairs and do some single leg squats. So we're going to do 10 of these on each side, all right? Let's go. Whew, nice job everyone. Stretch it out. Okay guys, next we're gonna do an exercise called inverted rowing. So for this one, you want to find a low bar of some sort. So this bar isn't exactly low to the ground, but I can hold on, kind of prop my feet up here, straighten out my body, and pull up. So see if there's anything that you can find that might support you in this. It can also be the swing set. You can hold on to the swings, lean your body back, and do some that way. So with those, make sure to keep my hips nice and high, and I keep my elbows close to my body as I pull up. So we're going to do 8 of these pull-ups. Ready? Alright guys, next you're gonna have some plank climbers, okay? So this is gonna be some arms and abs. So find some steps or maybe that bench, and we're gonna do a plank, and it's gonna look like this. You're gonna do a plank, and you're gonna step up and down. This is 1, and down, that's 1. And then we're gonna try to alternate and start with the other hand. And let's do 12 of these. All right, ready? And. All right, moving right on to legs, we're gonna do some box jumps. So find a raised surface, and we're just gonna jump up with both feet landing at the same time, and then either step down one at a time or jump back down. We're gonna do 20 of these, so let's go guys. It started raining here a little guys, but it's okay, we're gonna make it through. So we're gonna do some tricep push-ups. So if you have any raised surface, that works, but I'm gonna use these bars because these are really juicy. So I'm just gonna walk my feet out, and I'm gonna lower myself down. If you're doing this where you're more horizontal to the ground, just make sure you're keeping your hips up. So we're gonna do 15. So next up, we're gonna do an L-sit. So I'm gonna use these bars, I think. You can also use a solid ledge and just like push yourself up. But we're gonna try to keep our legs really straight and horizontal to the ground. And we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. So let's go. Whew. That would really gets me, guys. Okay, next we have some fun stuff. We're gonna transition over to the swing set. So if you have the swing set, great. If not, you could do most of these exercises just on a bench too, but let's go. All right guys, next go back to your bar, the same bar you were doing pull-ups on, and we're gonna do some side crunches, hanging. So you're gonna lift your knees off the ground, and you're gonna crunch to one side and the other. One, the other. So you kind of want to think of like if your hips are a bowl, that bowl is spilling to one side and then the other side. So we're gonna do 5 of these. Each side is 1. So you have 1. Okay, next we have some hanging sit-ups. If you don't feel super comfortable hanging by your knees, no worries. You could do these on the ground too as regular sit-ups. But if you do, I'm just gonna show you how you can do some hanging sit-ups. So, I'm going to tuck under, hook my knees, hang down. I kind of get to hook my feet here too, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna sit up to my knees. It's a little aerial challenge one, if you're feeling up to it. All right guys, it's fully raining out here, but it's okay. We're here for it. We're working out, charging our blood. So I'm gonna show you next some things you can do on swing sets. So we're gonna start with some push-ups paired with some ab raises. So I'll show you what that looks like. Basically, you're gonna have your feet on the swing set the whole time. Okay, next we're gonna do some pistol squats, holding on to the swing. So they're gonna look like this. Just want that tension as you bring one leg up, squat down, and up. So we're gonna do 8 of these on each side. Nice job. Okay, next we're going to do another push-up variation, but with our hands on the swing instead. And our body's gonna be slightly at an angle. So I'm gonna put my hands on, lock the swing out, so my body's at not quite a 45-degree angle, but at an angle. And I'm gonna lower myself to the swing, push up. Let's do a ton of these. Killing it. So for our next exercise, we're gonna see if we can hold a hollow body in a swing. You might have to adjust the swing so it's on the right part of your back, but let's see if we can do it. Challenge! Nice one, guys. So now we're gonna make all these things into a circuit, okay? Let's go.